Well, we got it in the bag and we are up and loaded today.
Hell yeah.
We got some good shit. We got Meth in the house.
What's up, guys?
Set the Def on Meth. We up in here and we got some cool stuff for you. Some real cool stuff. We got the topics today, man. We got some good topics. We got the damn internet. That's the topic of discussion today.
Okay.
Is the internet. And I'm going to tell you how I came about this. And I gave you a brief little rundown earlier today of how I came about this. This podcast it was actually going to be good news. And I went to go because, ChatGPT helps out a lot.
Yeah.
AI helps out a lot trying to figure out topics and shit and whatnot. And this episode was actually going to be good news with Meth. But as I was going through the good news, I didn't really see anything that really caught my eye. There was, I think in Kenya, I think that they got rid of some sort of a parasite.
Oh, for real?
Some sort of like brain-eating parasite or something.
that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
You don't have to worry about that
that's
more.
good news. They figured that shit out, so they got rid of it. But one that really caught my eye was something called Sammy's Law. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
Sammy's Law. It's going through Congress right now, and it's a bill called Sammy's Law. It's something that gives parents more tools to monitor like their children's activity on the internet. And I think that this is really important. It's really important because like kids, and I know I personally too, like as a kid, because we've been around since the internet's been around, accessible to us and to the public. So I think that that's really interesting that we are able to, we've had devices in our hands since kids, and been able to access the internet since kids. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, like, I remember whenever the first, like, big-time smartphone came out. You remember, like, the Razor?
Yeah, I remember that.
Whenever the damn Razor came out. Damn.
Yeah, like, you had, like, what, the BlackBerry, too?
The BlackBerry.
The BlackBerry.
Oh, that's what it was. It was the BlackBerry. And then I remember, like, the Razor came out, and we was like, oh, bro, this is it. This is it.
Yeah.
We have reached peak humanity at this point.
Yeah. I remember my brothers used to have those phones when they were in high school.
But I remember them, like, just having access to the internet as I was, like, me and 8090 and I, we would be on the bus in middle school, and we would be, like, looking up stuff on the internet and then, like, watching crazy, stupid shit. Like, we would be watching, like terrible stuff. Like, because at that time, there was, like, no barriers on the internet. Now, if you try to look up gruesome stuff, like, it's kind of hard to access it. Like, porn is easily accessed on the internet. But, like, whenever you're trying to look up, like, gruesome stuff, which I don't know why you would want to watch that anyways, but you can do it. You can watch anything that you want to on the internet, and it's pretty wild that you can do that. But, like, with this law, that's what I was saying. Like, on the bus, we would be watching crazy, like, cartel stuff, beheadings.
Oh my
like
God.
Wild
Holy
stuff
shit.
like that.
Yeah.
It was trying to think about what that website was called. It was it was pretty fucked up. That's what it was. It was pretty fucked up.
That's probably what it was called. Pretty
probably
fucked
what it
up
was
or
called.
something.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up. But this is Sammy's Law is going through Congress right now. It says the law would require large tech and social media companies to give parents access to third-party safety tools. These tools could help monitor kids' activity and filter harmful content and track potential risks like predators or bullying. I think that's pretty important. It says the law is named after Sammy Chapman, a 16-year-old boy who tragically died from a fentanyl overdose after buying drugs through Snapchat. His parents have been campaigning for stronger online safety ever since, and this legislation is one of the outcomes of their efforts. The idea isn't to ban kids from the internet, but to give families more control and transparency, balancing safety and freedom. I think that's definitely really important, and I think that I probably wouldn't be as scarred to this day.
Oh yeah, like
And-
traumatized or whatever.
Yeah, and I don't even think that I am really, because I mean, it's really at the end of the day, like what you're watching is just like pixels on a screen. But at the same time, like you're also watching like stupid shit.
Yeah,
Like, it
it
can't
happened
be-
something that really happened.
Yeah,
You're-
like it's
not like fake. I mean, it really
Yeah.
happened, but like, it's
And
not like
it's
a video
filmed.
game.
It's not like a video game.
where like you are looking at pixels on the screen.
yeah,
In that situation, but
but it's like real life shit.
it's
It's-
really happening with that sort of stuff.
It's
so,
really scary. That's what it is.
yeah.
And I mean, there's definitely like, I mean, there's all kinds of bullshit on the internet. It's not just that, like
There's just some dumb shit.
like my
Really.
Instagram algorithm is complete bullshit.
No,
Like,
mine
it's
is
absolutely
too.
terrible.
God, mighty. Yeah, it's pretty.
Like brain rot, bro.
But you just keep on scrolling.
Yeah, like we're gonna get into that, man. We got some. I got a list of good traits of the internet and bad traits of the internet. Let's fucking break this shit down, man.
Hell yeah.
Good sides of the internet. We got connection. You know, we get to stay in touch with family. We get to meet new friends, and even find love across the world. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, you got dating apps and shit. You got damn Facebook. You can stay in touch with all your buddies.
Yeah, I mean that's like Snapchat. Like you can have a
Snapchat?
group chat. and
Yeah, we got the
everybody.
group chat.
You can save things
Hell
like memories
yeah.
and
Memories.
and-
Yeah, I think that's definitely good.
I think that's pretty cool.
That's pretty fucking awesome. They didn't have that back in the fucking 50s.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. They didn't have group chats and shit. But at the same time, as we'll get into the bad side, you know, at the same time, the mental health of this generation is like, is like down in the dumps compared to like, say, in the 50s or the 60s.
I wonder, what do you think that is for the? You think that's the internet?
That's a bunch of
You think
different
that's-
reasons. It's not just the internet. Internet is definitely a contributing factor to that. It's not just that for sure. It's definitely like, I think that there's more drug use, and actually maybe not. I think that I read somewhere too that like kids are doing less drugs in today's age than
They're probably doing a lot less like smoking cigarettes.
Yeah. But there's more people. But I think I feel like that's kind of bullshit because like there's more people dying of fentanyl.
Yeah, maybe this like the type of drug use. Maybe it's a
Yeah.
different type of drug that's
Yeah,
being
yeah.
used.
Like I think that there's probably more like weed, maybe.
Probably quite a bit.
I don't
mean, it
know. We don't
seems
have
like,
the statistics on it right now.
I mean,
but
we have a place right down the road, and there's a couple places that popped up now that basically sell something that's pretty close to that, and you always see a lot of
Yeah.
people there.
like Hillbilly Hemp.
Yeah,
Shout out to Hillbilly Hemp, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I'm
don't
sure they're
promote
pretty chill.
drugs. We're not promoting drugs, but you know, we're just letting you know that those places are available.
They're available.
They're available, and you know you can have access to them legally. But we do not promote drugs.
Yeah.
Let's clear that
I mean, in
up.
California, though, that's like completely.
Yeah,
The whole
California,
thing is legal, and
Yeah.
they get a lot of tax revenue from that.
and not just California, like Colorado and shit like that.
The whole West Coast, really.
The whole West Coast, really. There's a bunch of shit. We got knowledge. There's knowledge.
Yeah, that's
you can
an
learn
awesome-
anything instantly.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Like, you know, they came out. They just came out with a new ChatGPT.
ChatGPT 5.
Yeah,
I heard about
ChatGPT
it.
5. I've been using it. Because
it-
I use ChatGPT. I pay for ChatGPT. Like, it's free, but I have the paid version because I just use it so much.
I gotta ask you, do you feel like it's definitely an upgrade over the last one?
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah. I think that the last one was like 4.5. I think that the one that is on Snapchat right now, like because Snapchat uses Chat GPT. Like, remember they added the My AI shit in there
Yeah.
a while back, and I think that version, they had a 3.5 on there for the longest. Like whenever they first introduced it, I think that it was ChatGPT 3 or 3.5, which those didn't have access to the internet, like direct access to the internet. But I think 4 did. 4 and 4.5 had direct access to the internet, but now like ChatGPT 5 is like, it's like a different breed. Like it's it said something along the lines of like PhD level like shit or whatever. I think that's how they marketed it or whatever. But it's like more accurate. You can do like deep searches. You can get it to reason a bit better. Like there's different aspects to it that make it way better than what it was. Like they have different GPTs too, to where like they have a logo creator GPT. They have like they have
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like I watched a video about Chat GPT and like how you would have to use like a different version of it for certain things.
yeah.
But the Chat GPT 5 kind of had like all of those
Yeah, well, it
kind
was
of merged together, right?
for sure. Well, before like after 4, there was like 4.5, I believe, and then there was like a ChatGPT O, and it stood for Omni. So like all, Omni means all. So it was basically like like right here I can go to GPTs, and like there's different types of GPTs. But the thing is that whenever ChatGPT like upgrades, whenever it goes from say 4, let's just say it goes from 4 to 5, a lot of these other GPTs are made from different people, and they use the technology of whatever GPT is available at the time. And whenever the overall ChatGPT, like the basic one, whenever it gets an upgrade, they don't upgrade with it. That's what I've noticed. Like I tried to use the logo, like somebody made a logo one, like because there's different people that can make different GPTs, and like on the website of ChatGPT, there's different ones. Like there's it says top picks. It's giving me top picks right now. Right, I can search up GPTs. Like different people made different ones based off of the engines. But the thing is that whenever they make GPT based off of like whenever they make one, they make it off of the newest one at the time. And whenever, like I said, whenever it gets an upgrade, that one doesn't upgrade with it, because it's already made from the old one. So like there's astrology, birth, Chat GPT, scholar, Chat GPT, enhanced research. This says humanize AI, image generator pro, image generator, fitness, workout, diet, PhD coach. Like there's different ones. DALL-E, which DALL-E is what is ChatGPT's image creator. That's what DALL-E is. So like whenever you go into ChatGPT and you ask it to generate a picture, it's based off of DALL-E.
Okay.
So that's what makes. And then there's data analyst. Like there's like code creators. You can get it to write code for you.
Now that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's fucking insane, man. Like you can get it to read code. Like you can put a code in there, and then it'll read it for you. Like it'll put the code into words for you.
Huh.
Like that's pretty fucking insane.
That's something that my brother Devin maybe could use.
Yeah, grammar checker. There's different photorealistic image and video generator. They have so many on here that it's so insane, because different people can, like logo creator. I've noticed, like whenever I used this logo creator actually, senior brand logo design expert. 20
Is that
years.
like, say, like when you're making a music video, or let's say after you've made a music video and you're editing it, is there a certain one of those Chat GPTs that you use for the animation sometimes, like in the background?
Not this one in particular. I think ChatGPT has its own video. It's called like Sora. That's what it's called. Oh yeah, so there's the different GPTs. There's Sora, and then there's Codex. Codex is the one that reads the code and whatnot. But like you said, in the new ones, like ChatGPT 5, it has all of it in one. Like all of these in one. But some of these are created specifically for like specific things. So like if you wanted a logo created, you can go to this logo GPT, and it's specifically made for making logos. But the problem that I've had with it was I believe that this logo creator was made off of GPT-4.
So you think it's a little bit older?
Yeah, it's a little bit older because whenever I asked that one to create it, some of the words were fucked up. Like, not even a year ago,
yeah.
like maybe 6 months ago, whenever you went to go create a logo or something, or you made something with words, it had a pretty hard time at processing words. So, like, whenever you go to ask it to create something with words, it would have the words all jumbled up. And some of it would not even be, like, real letters or something. And sometimes it would not even be, like, real words. Like, it would just
It
look...
just make...
Yeah, it'd make, like, a graphic design based off of, like,
So-
what you said, but it would be all kind of jumbled up.
There was, like, I was buying... This was, like, an example
Uh-huh.
of, like, something that's on that level.
Yeah.
So if you go to Yeti, like
Uh-huh.
their website, you can get stuff that's, like, custom made by
Yeah.
AI. Like the symbol on the cup or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked it to make something that was like the stock market
Yeah.
related because I like that. Like that's what I do. I like investing.
Mm-hmm.
And the designs that it came up with were just like it had
Jumbled up, scrambled shit.
Yeah, you could kind of like roughly see is that
Yep.
a dollar sign or is that like it would
Yep.
get the dollar sign wrong
100%.
and it would probably put like it would make a completely made up word
Yeah.
and put it on there. And I just remember looking at it and I was like,
That's happened to me so many times whenever I'm trying to generate an image and then I'm trying to have words added to it, but then the words would be all jumbled up. It would happen whenever I was working with the bar down here, and I was trying
Yeah.
to make logos for the bar, and it would have a rough time. Like, I would have to do it over and over and over again in order for it to get it correctly. And I would even try to correct it and it still wouldn't understand. But now I've noticed with ChatGPT 5, like, I haven't had that problem as much. Like, I haven't, but like whenever I went to go use the logo one, which is based off of I think 4 or 4.5 or 0, it still has a little bit of problem, but that's because it's not upgraded with the new GPT.
okay.
So it's gotten way better, and it's got better at like simplifying things a bit more. You know, it's gotten better at expanding on things whenever you want it to, and being more specific and more catered to exactly what you want.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is not a promotion for ChatGPT, but you know, it's useful. It is definitely
it's definitely useful. I mean, I wonder, like, where AI will be, say, in just like 5 years, like 2030.
Yeah, dude. I bet it'll be pretty fucking crazy because, like I said, like whenever I told you that I was having those problems with the words and shit, that wasn't even like 6 months ago. So, like, they've came a long fucking way in just 6 months. Like, now I can get it to, you know, if I wanted to generate an image, it's not usually, like, I haven't had a problem. Like, whenever I go to ask it to make something about Wholehearted Entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
Wholehearted Entertainment is a pretty decently sized word, you know?
Yeah.
It would decently sized 2 words, and sometimes it would have problems with creating those words in the image.
All those letters.
Yeah, all those letters in the image, but it's gotten way better at that, and I haven't really had a problem out of GPT-5 recently with that. And the problems that I have had, it's been because I wasn't being specific about something. And it was me that was, you know, the lack of literacy, I guess. So like, it didn't know what to generate because I was just fucking up.
You were the one that did.
It was me.
Yeah.
You know, it's not you, it's me.
Yeah.
So we had knowledge, and now we got opportunities. There's opportunities as well in the internet.
Yeah, and then
There's plenty of
there
opportunities.
is a lot of opportunity, man. And plus, with like the knowledge thing, you can learn so much.
You learn so fucking much,
It
dude.
really is like the world is your oyster.
The world is your oyster. Like, dude,
At that
you can
point.
learn anything that you fucking want to. Like, on YouTube, just go to YouTube. Like, YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world.
In the first,
Is Google.
and they own.
They
Google owns both.
Yeah, Google owns the 2
YouTube.
biggest search engines in the world, which is pretty insane. And like, whenever you go to ask it about something, ask ChatGPT about something, it does the search on the internet. Like, it searches on the internet, and then it'll give you exact references.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it'll tell you exactly where it got that information from. which is very impressive. I think that's very, very impressive that like you can just click on it and it'll show you exactly where it got that information from on the internet.
And like another thing with the Google, it's got like an AI version of it, like on the very far left. And actually, I'd find more information looking up the AI thing than like because it kind of condenses all the different articles and gives you a summary.
Yes.
Of it, and it's so much easier just to read like a few paragraphs and having to click on each
different
thing, and then just to find the same information, and then you click on another one that might have like another paragraph. Like if I'm looking up like information about the company that I work at, the AI will do a lot better job than say just like one news agency that's just talking about it, like, you know, if they're expanding or anything like
that.
that.
The Google AI is pretty OP right now. It is pretty OP. Like, I think the Google AIs is called like Bard or something.
I have no clue.
I think that it's called
Gemini. I thought it was Gemini.
Gemini. Maybe it is. What is the difference between Gemini versus Bard or Bard? That's what it is. Bard.
Huh.
Gemini is not a competitor to Bard, but rather a new unified brand and the AI mode that replaced Bard. Okay. So Bard was the old one and Gemini is the new one.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. That makes a little bit more sense now. Google rebranded Bard to Gemini in February 2024 to reflect the powerful underlying Gemini AI models that now power the chatbot, which also offers more advanced versions through paid subscription. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought for a minute that those were two different.
That's what I thought.
I thought they were for different companies, like maybe.
Yeah, no,
almost used by.
Because I remember, like whenever GPT was like coming around, whenever it was like getting real, like OpenAI, and it was getting really big. I remember looking up like what's the most powerful AI because I was trying to get into the AI and trying to figure out exactly what is the best one, and it said that Google had the best one. But then I was like that kind of doesn't make any sense because like I didn't know to the extent that it was using it, you know. Mm-hmm. But then like you said, they replaced it with Gemini, and now it's fucking OP because this is the AI overview from Google.
That's like, when did it say it replaced? February of
February 2024.
So you know that's like a long time in AI terms too. So it's probably like, unless they just keep upgrading it. I mean, I know they're building like data centers all over the place, and
yeah, they definitely are. Like, dude,
Microsoft's building one in Conover.
Yeah, dude. You know, they have AI in like everything now. Whenever you think about it, like literally fucking everything, like Instagram, Facebook. You know, they have
integrated.
It's integrated into like everything. Like,
you know, I was like thinking about this. You know, like how like in video games, how long is it going to be until, like, say if you're playing the campaign and like, obviously they're NPCs, but like when are they going to be like have AI introduced into them?
Yeah, dude, I can only
think about that. Like, let's say like we all come here sometimes on the weekend, like play like a match of zombies.
Yeah.
Imagine if they had like the NPCs were programmed, you know, by AI.
Yeah, and then
they actually like do like say if you're trying to run like a big group of them, the zombies, but they're smart enough not to do that. They all like disperse or something.
Bro,
that would make things a lot more. It would be a lot more difficult.
Yeah,
and I think about games in that sense, like how they'll maybe in 2030 or maybe like GTA 6, I could see them doing something like that.
Yeah,
like integrating AI. Say if you got like a 4 or 5 star one level, the cops are a lot more intelligent, and they're
god damn,
that'd make things a lot more difficult.
That would make things
and the heist too.
Yeah, and like, dude, I can only like there's like unlimited amount of possibilities of the things that they can do with AI, like it because it's connected to the internet now, and like there's so many different things that can be done using AI. Like AI is like a part of my life right now. Like, I use AI religiously with a lot of shit, like ChatGPT. Like, you can do anything with that shit.
Yeah. I wonder, like, I remember when it was first coming out, there were people that were complaining about how it would like stifle creativity.
Yeah.
Maybe in the
Yeah.
sense that it would take away from those who were creative because you
Yeah,
could just type it
like,
in a computer. But I don't know if that's really.
Yeah, like writers or like movie writers. That was one of the big ones because the movie writers was like they was really protesting. They was protesting movies and shit because like they was getting replaced by AI. Excuse me. They was getting replaced by AI, and like I mean, there's a lot of things. Like I think that if you're like if you're a valuable enough person, like you're not gonna get replaced by AI. You're gonna use AI to your advantage and use it as a tool.
Yeah, like even at our work, I think they're doing stuff with AI on like trying to help them create like new formulas for resins
Yeah.
and plastics because they can just type that stuff in and it'll go ahead and tell them all the things like how much it can stretch, like
Yeah.
how much material it needs to be for this particular sheet of plastic or something like that. And I remember it vaguely. It was like at the Q1 meeting that they talked about that. I didn't hear anything about it at the Q2 meeting, but you know that's something that they are using at work. Like
Yeah.
and because a lot of the more advanced machines are heavily automated, and so I could see AI being used in that, and I could also see AI being used for like robots, like
For sure.
I mean, I know Tesla's like really invested in something like that, like
Most
a Tesla
definitely.
robot that can do like a mundane task,
Yeah.
which where I work would be great
That would be
because that
great.
allowed me to focus on more important shit.
Yeah, like definitely. I think that definitely with the AI, people should do that.
Yeah,
they should definitely
definitely.
use that so that it can like do other tasks like miscellaneous and minuscule tasks.
like
that-
repetitive tasks.
Yeah, like that people just don't want to do, and it can clear you up. I think that like AI is in a sense like it's making creativity more creative.
yeah.
Like,
And I mean,
it's not. I think that the bad way to look at it, like the pessimistic way to look at it, is like you was saying, like people looking at it as like, oh, they're gonna take my job or some shit.
I mean, you could look at something like, say, the Industrial Revolution. Like before that was around, machines replaced a lot of things during the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah,
Like when it came to farming, when it came to mass production of certain things.
yeah,
Before that, a lot of things were bespoke. Like say for example, firearms. You'd have like a gunsmith, but he would, be only able to make so many firearms.
For
But
sure.
in a factory, you'd be able to crank
Just
out a
hammer
lot
'em
more.
out.
Yeah, like think of like before the Model T came out,
yeah,
there was no standardized, production for cars. They were all mostly bespoke,
yeah.
extremely expensive, and with that new technology and just like having some like form of like mechanical robots, maybe in a sense, doing those tasks made things a lot less expensive. Like say for example,
sure.
you got a product
Uh-huh.
and you have to pay somebody to make that product. And let's say that instead you could have like, you already use it in car factory. You see those robots that like basically make most of the car.
Yeah.
They're the big robotic arms that come and they put the doors on, screw and do the welding and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. But, even more so, since you're not having to pay for that extra cost of the wages, you can then reduce the price of the product at
For
the
sure.
end. Which, I mean, I could see some people like complain about that, like they are that, that person lost their job or
Yeah.
whatever. But,
Mhm.
honestly, that's the way of the world.
That's the way of the world.
It's going to continue to change.
Yeah, if you don't
And that's-
change with the world, you will be left behind.
Yeah, you as a person have to continually evolve, and I mean maybe at some point it would get to a point of automation, maybe somewhere in maybe like 2100
Oh yeah.
or some. There would just basically be like a universal basic income at that point,
Yeah.
and then you could have that going on, and then if somebody wanted to have more income, then they could like pursue maybe like a job as a technician for robots or data. You got to think like all the new jobs for data centers. You got to have all these new jobs for the people
100%.
to be around the AI and program it and teach it. And a lot of times if one sector you end up losing, the jobs kind of fade out because the work itself becomes obsolete.
Yeah.
Usually there's going to be a new sector that comes along.
Absolutely.
To replace it.
Every time.
And I'm trying to think of like an example, like farming. You got these giant tractors now that do all the, think of a combine. Like, like hundreds of years ago, you had to employ hundreds of people to basically do what that one machine does now.
For sure. 100%.
But you have to also employ a bunch of people to make that machine now.
For sure.
And
most definitely.
You got to get somebody's got to get the metal to make the machine,
and like,
the rubber,
I was just
the glass.
I was just thinking about this like a couple days ago, and I was just like, it was just a passing thought in my head. Like I was just laying there just thinking. And I was thinking like, whenever because I do a little bit of graphic design, and I know that like with AI now, it's so much easier just to have something created just like that. And I know that whenever, like there's times as an artist, whenever I've made something for somebody and then they may have not liked it, like they had a different vision of it than I did, and like we collaborated on it, and then like we figured something out to where I made something that, resonates with what they wanted. And sometimes there's like a little bit of miscommunication there, and then there's like some sort of thought of what they want it to be. Like they think that it's going to come out a certain way, like they have a thought of what the outcome's going to be, and then maybe they don't share that with me, or I don't understand it enough as the artist. Like that's why I don't do a lot of commission pieces. That's like I want this painting done exactly like how I want it.
They got an image in their head, but like how they. Is that what you're saying? They got like an image in their head?
They have like an image in their head of like how they want it. And then with graphic designers, it take like really good graphic designers. Like that's what it was. I remember what it was. There was a person that passed away here recently, and he was the person that made a lot of the artwork for movies. Like a lot of what are those banners called whenever they like that are sitting out, and like he made the Star Wars ones, he made the Harry Potter ones. Like
I know what you're talking
about. He hand painted all of them, and then they made like he hand painted all of them, and like he made the not Rocky one, but Rambo one, like Rambo First Blood. He made the one for the first Harry Potter, I believe, and like so many iconic like posters, like movie posters that you see. He hand painted that shit. And then I seen many people in the comments like, there's no way AI could do that. Like, and to an extent, like there's not, but like with graphic designers, they may spend like hours and hours and hours on end trying to make something that AI can make in not even 2 minutes. I can just type in exactly what I want to, and it could create it for me in not even 2 minutes. And then people spend hours and hours and hours on end trying to make a graphic design. And sometimes whenever they get done making it and then they present it to whoever they're making it for, sometimes they're like, oh, I'm not a big fan of that. Like, I don't like that. This is supposed to represent my business, and this doesn't represent what my business represents. And then there can be some sort of back and forth about that, and you can avoid that now. All you can do is just like, and you can just cut out the graphic designer in general. Like, I mean, there's definitely a place for graphic designers. Like, there's definitely instances where, AI can't produce exactly what you want it to be. So then you can hire somebody, or, like I prefer to do it. I do it myself. I'll either do it myself, or I'll ask ChatGPT to do it. And sometimes I'll mix it in a little bit of both. I'll have something done by, I want something done some sort of way, and I'll ask ChatGPT to do it, and it'll generate the image for me. And then if there's something that I don't like about it, I can always go in and I can, manually put some certain details in myself, through other softwares.
Like a mix between
Yeah.
AI and like your own personal touch.
Yeah. Like the logo now, like it's been a mixture. It's been a mixture of like AI and what I've created and what I wanted it to be.
I
Like the
remember
new logos.
Like, how long did it take you to make the original logo?
The original-
Wholehearted Entertainment. How long did you sit there and work on? Because I thought I remember it was like one thing that was like the Ace of Hearts brand.
Yeah, well, that one actually, like I drew it out. I drew it out by hand because I knew exactly how I wanted it to be. I drew it out by hand, and actually, I didn't even have an iPad at the time. Like I didn't have anything to create the logo with. So I went to my buddy at the time's house. Like he was my buddy at the time, and he's not so much now. But I went to his house at the time, and I wanted him to make it, and he like it's like he kind of like didn't want to do it, and then I was like, all right, well, let me see the iPad, and then I'm gonna see if I can do it myself. And like I took the iPad and I learned how to use the software that night. The same software that I use now on my iPad, Procreate. I learned how to use Procreate that night, and I made the logo. I made that logo that night, and I was like, he went to school for the shit too. Like he went to school for graphic design, and like I was showing him shit that he didn't even know, and I just learned the software that fucking night.
Yeah, it lets you know that you can, as long as you have an appetite for the knowledge, you
That's
can
what
learn
I'm
it
saying,
pretty quickly.
bro. Like
and YouTube probably helps out a lot too.
Yeah.
YouTube, I mean, I tell you, dude, like when it comes to stuff like investing or whatever, like I bet they had classes for that, like investing
Seriously.
and like learn about finances,
Bro.
And you can learn a lot of that stuff from people that had already taken it on YouTube.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. And so, like, I made that logo that night, but it took me probably, like, and it took me several different logos. I've went through a bunch of different logos. Like, I've been through so many different graphic designs. Like, there's so much storage taken up on my devices from just me fucking around. Like, the majority of the shit that I've made that has actually made it through to like be something that is like timeless, because that's the idea, is that I want to make a logo that's going to be timeless. Like it's still going to look good. Like it looks good now, but it's still going to look good 100 years from now.
2100.
Yeah, like
it's
that's
like Coca-Cola, you know, you see the Coca-Cola
timeless logo.
And I think probably, yeah, it's just recognizable right off the bat.
Exactly.
And with the red can, the white print, and then like I think I wonder what other logos would be.
Yeah,
timeless like that.
and actually I looked at a bunch of different logos like that, and I took in like what it took to make those logos, and I was thinking like, you know, what makes these logos timeless? And most of the time it's like simple. Just simplicity. Yeah.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
For sure, 100%. I always go with that.
Like, appeal to the widest range.
I'm good with minimalism, bro. I fuck with minimalism
Minimalism
heavy.
is, I like it.
I fucking love it. But yeah, it didn't, you know, because I had an idea and I went through a bunch of different, I mean, in reality, the time that it took me to make the logos now has been like days, weeks, and actually years. You know, if you think about it, because I've had to go through so many different logos, like trial and error, like so many different logos to make it up to that point to like have something that was like somewhat like good.
Yeah. I guess like now, what type of, do you any alterations to the logo anymore?
Yeah, well now like there's the original logo, like the rectangle logo.
Yeah.
And that's always gonna be there. I actually here recently I've been fucking around with taking the rectangles out and just having the words and then a line in between, like making it even more minimal.
Mm-hmm.
And I've actually made different logos for the different channels. Like this channel now, the podcast channel, has the cat. So there's a cat now. It's the
You know, I've noticed it like on your I think it was like your Snapchat story, like it would have like a cat on there, like a pink cat.
Sure. Yeah,
pink cat, right?
cat. Yeah, that's the pink
like
cat.
Pink Panther. Or
Shout out to
like
the
that.
pink cat. And then the Wholehearted Entertainment, the main channel, has the unicorn. And actually, it came from this hat. Believe it or not,
Really?
bro. It came from this hat because I was fucking around with the hats and shit, and then I was like, I'm gonna scrap a goddamn unicorn to a hat, bruh. And that's
And
what
then
I
you
did.
I was like, because those hats in a sense are artistic. You could sell
Yeah.
those almost as art, just
For
as if you could sell
sure.
the painting.
100%. And like I looked at this hat and I was like, bro, that's pretty fucking dope. And it looks like it's a unicorn with a black chain around it. And I'm like, wow, but that's pretty fucking crazy. Like, let's see if we can make that into a logo. And then I made that into a logo, and then that's what the Wholehearted, like that's what the actual Wholehearted Entertainment logo is now.
And that's pretty cool. And I bet like
Mm-hmm.
when you were first
It's animated now.
making the original logo, if you had like, you probably would be like, oh my god, I can't believe that that's where it's at now.
Yeah, and I
Like
mean,
it's cool how it evolves like over time. Because I remember
Yeah.
you were doing the thing like with the hats. Like you got the different hats. I don't know if y'all can see it. This
Mhm.
is a camouflage hat.
yeah,
If you can't see it, it's because it's camouflage.
can't
but,
see that shit.
Yeah, and I thought that was pretty cool. And you just do the designs, like, and plus you can see them up on the. I think that looks pretty cool, like the artistic wise, just having the hats hang from the wall.
Yeah, bro, it's like just art in itself.
And like in the what is it? The party hat hanging off the side of the painting's pretty
yes,
cool.
sir.
And
And like,
what is that? What is that? A little guitar?
yeah, like I think that's a ukulele or some
Ukulele.
shit. But this, like the original logo with the rectangles, bro. Like I
Yeah.
think like that's always gonna be there. Like
Like
that's
the OG.
yeah, like that's gonna be timeless. Like that's just a timeless logo, and it's always gonna be around. Like no matter what. Like the original, like the OG Wholehearted Entertainment hats is gonna be like this without all the bullshit on it. You know, if you can't see, like maybe go to YouTube. But if you're just listening to it, you can go to the website aceofhearts.info, www.aceofhearts.info, and you can buy a hat.
Yeah.
You can definitely do that immediately. And yeah, bro. So I think that there's definitely, you know, there's definitely advantages with the AI. You don't run into that problem with you don't run into the problem of potentially hiring somebody to create you
Yeah.
a logo that you may or may not like, and they take hours on end on it because
Yep.
you know how long it takes to fucking graphic design something.
I mean, I've watched you like on that what'd you call it? That something pro?
Procreate.
Procreate. I've seen like you mess on there. I think I remember I went over. It was like that person you were talking about when you were friends with them. I remember
Yep.
being over there, and I remember going over there because you were wanting to go over there to do something, to design something.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you working on it there. And then I remember you working on it like at a couple different places, and it looked like it was pretty complicated. It looked like it would take a while, you know,
Yeah.
to really get it to look good.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Like I still don't know all the stuff on like with that application, but I mean that's what the internet's for.
yeah, that
You know
internet
what I'm
helps out so much with
Yeah.
that sort of stuff.
Most definitely.
Like even at work, we have some people that use Chat GPT to fix the machine because
yeah.
let me tell you, some of them, like the one that I work on, is really old. So
Yeah.
information on that is not like necessarily readily available.
Absolutely.
Like there's a computer that we have that now it's such a weird like combination of new and old technology.
Yep.
And there's actually a computer. There's a conveyor.
Mm-hmm.
And above this conveyor is these like industrial ink guns.
Yeah.
And on top of that is the programmer, which is it's a computer. And people are having issues with getting it to print off basically the receipt for that code for that order.
Yeah.
So if the people that are buying their product don't have the receipt for it, basically printed on there the code to let them know that that's theirs.
Mm.
You know, that's like basically we're making product that can't be shipped. And so we were having a really big issue with that. And one of the guys just used Chat GPT to figure out where they need to go on that computer to fix it because they were having a really big issue. So, and we were having like a big issue with like instead of the printer printing it out, which is really easy,
Yeah.
or shooting the ink on it, we had to manually put stickers on all the boxes.
Whoa.
And you got to think there's thousands of boxes, so you're putting thousands of stickers a day,
Yeah.
and that takes up a lot of time. Like that,
100%.
and the whole time you got other stuff going on. You're already pressed for time. So
yeah.
it makes it to where you got to pull other people from other parts of the factory to work on that. And like I said, ChatGPT really,
For sure.
if we didn't have that available, if that happened like 5 years ago, it would be I don't know what they'd be doing.
And even 2 years ago, like if you looked it up on Google, even 2 years ago, if you looked the shit up on Google, like you would have to go through a bunch of different websites. You'd have to look it up on Google, and then you would have to go to this website, and then that's not what you need. You go out of that, you have to go to a different website. That's not what you need exactly. Go to a different website, and it still doesn't have the answers for you directly in the websites.
Yeah, it's like beating around the bush.
It's like beating around the bush, and then you just end up having to pick up little pieces of information from different websites.
Yeah,
like bro, it's so much easier nowadays. Like like you said, like just imagine in fucking 10 years from now, 5 years from now, how crazy that this shit will be.
It's crazy to think just in like less than 5 years, it's gonna be 2030.
Exactly. So we got knowledge. There's opportunities, plenty of opportunities that you can have on the internet. Plenty of money to be made. Movements. You can spread awareness, raise money, organize, for change faster than ever. Creativity, we just covered that, you know what I mean? Convenience. It's so fucking convenient. Like shopping. Like think about shopping.
Like Amazon.
Amazon.
Like a lot of the stuff like that. You remember that stone? What you call it?
Yeah, bro. I ordered one.
Yeah, and like, the only reason why I even knew about it was because it had it like as a recommendation. Because when I first moved in here, a lot of my stuff that I ordered came from Amazon. So a lot of my furniture. Well, my furniture came from like a furniture company, but things for like the bathroom, all that sort of stuff. So Amazon remembered that, and then it probably has AI in it. And it probably was what suggested it to me.
The algorithm,
but it's like very
like
convenient.
You can buy anything that you fucking want to on the internet.
Yeah, if I'm mixing a drink, right? Yeah. And I don't like the ingredients isn't local, I can just order that. I can order a bottle.
You can buy food on the internet.
Yeah, you can do that.
You don't have to really, if you think about it, like if you had enough money, you don't have to leave your house for anything.
Yeah, you really don't. I mean, unless it's something like renewing your license, like getting your real ID, like what I went and did the other week. Like you have to be there in person for that.
And actually renewing your license, I think you can do it online.
You can do it online.
You can do it like once online.
You can do it. I know once online. I'm not sure if I did it that way or not. Maybe I did. Who knows? It's been like a year since I did it, but a lot of stuff you can do online. Like
absolutely, bro. You can do so much shit online. It's so convenient to be entertainment.
Yep.
Movies, like Netflix, YouTube.
YouTube, huge.
I hope that you're watching this on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube's
or just chill. I hope that you're watching it in general or
listening to it on Spotify.
Absolutely, you can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts. Bro, there's so much shit out there. The internet's fucking great. If you think about it, bro, the majority of our life is based around the internet.
Well, it's where all the information's at.
It's where all the information's at. I mean, you got the human activity. I think the human interaction is definitely more important. But, we'll get to that. Because there's bad sides of the internet, too.
Yeah, you have to have human interaction.
Like,
I mean, if you look at people that don't have human interaction, it's not good.
For sure. And you know what? That's a perfect segue because this is going to lead us to the bad sides of the internet. We got addiction, endless scrolling, gaming, and constant notifications that eat up time and attention.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of what would you even call it? Time wasters on the internet.
100%, bro.
Huge
and that that goes along with the entertainment that was on there. Like entertainment, like this is wholehearted entertainment, but you still gotta, even though that you're enjoying all the entertainment and whatnot, some people get too caught up in the entertainment and then they just want to, constantly be on the internet or just constantly be on their phones.
They get caught up. They get lost
caught
in the
up.
sauce.
They get lost in the sauce, brother.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happens to them. They get lost in the fucking sauce, and then they don't want to interact with people, man. And it sucks. It sucks that people do that, man. And you know, I've became a victim to that before, and you know, I think that I still do to this day. Sometimes, like if I'm too locked in, sometimes I'm too locked in, and then I'm like, well, you know, I gotta make some time for people. You know, I gotta have some people time.
Yeah.
It's healthy. It's healthy to have people
I mean,
time. Like maybe not too much people time.
Too much people time, and then you can become distracted.
Yep, distractions.
Like,
that's another one.
I'm trying to think
Distractions.
what negative things of the internet. I mean,
Yeah,
negative
bro.
things of the internet.
Like,
I think
mental health.
Mental health can definitely
For sure.
be
Like
one of those
social
things.
media,
Yeah.
media comparisons.
Yeah.
That's what this one says. Cyberbullying and online cyberbullying. You know,
I mean, with something like that, man,
with something like that, bro,
I would just get off the
you could
internet.
just turn your fucking phone off, bro.
Just get off, and then the internet, and then, I mean,
Bro,
you ever
cyberbullying.
played like old Modern Warfare?
Yes,
Like, there was definitely a lot of
Modern Warfare 2.
You know, you're like a little kid getting cussed out,
dude.
by like several
Yes.
old men. Just telling you, there
Yep,
was.
saying that they're railing your mom and stuff.
Yeah, that's more of a mental fortification than cyberbullying.
Yeah, bro. Like, bro.
There's a point, like, you can't just don't be.
Like, bro, on Call of Duty, you could easily mute people.
You can mute people. You don't have to listen to it.
It was so easy to mute people. All you had to do was press select, go to the person's name, and just press A.
Yeah,
And it muted them automatically. It's a bit harder now. I think that it's a bit harder to mute people now.
yeah,
But, I mean, it's still fairly easy.
yeah,
And if it gets too much for you, you can turn off the goddamn game.
yeah. And if it's like social media related, I think you can just block the person, can't you?
Social media related, you
I've
can
never really had to
100%
do
block
that.
the person.
I've
I've never really blocked people either, except for like spammers and scammers.
Scammers.
Spammers
Sometimes
and scammers.
the spammers or scammers might somehow get your phone number, or
Yeah, even
hit
then,
you up then.
You
You
just
just
block the
'em.
number.
Block
Block
'em.
them, bruh.
it's not like you have to be.
It's not that fucking
It's
hard.
not that difficult, really.
It really isn't.
I feel like that's something for more like, for like somebody that's young and doesn't really.
Yeah.
Like that's their first time coming across that,
For
and they don't know
sure.
how to react to it.
Uh-huh.
Like a 10-year-old, 11-year-old.
Absolutely.
You know, they probably get a lot more triggered, like say on a video game,
Yep.
than somebody that's older.
But
They
at the
probably
same
just laugh
time,
at it
you
and just
know,
mute them.
their parents could also put limitations on the devices.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Like, you can definitely
Make 'em
limit
go
the
outside.
amount of, like, your kid should be going outside and playing. Like,
Yeah,
your
making
kid should be
connections.
making friends with other people. Like I think that we got very lucky, and I say this all the time on the podcast, and off the podcast. Like, we got very fucking lucky to grow up in the time that we did, because like we grew up in the time, like, you're a little bit older than me, but I still was able to experience like going outside and playing with other kids as a kid.
Dude, that's how it was.
You know,
growing up.
like you just had to, you would have to go outside and play with other kids. Like, you didn't have like, you had phones and shit. You could talk on the phone, but usually it was like, hey, like, are you gonna come over and
yeah,
you know,
that's how
hang
it
out?
was. Like, come over. We'll
Yeah.
have like a daggum.
We'll
you'd
have a
like
Nerf gun war.
4 or 5 friends come over. You have like a Nerf war.
Yeah.
And I remember doing that sort of shit. I remember like being little and being like, dang, I need to get another gun for fucking Johnny.
Yeah. You want to come over and play with Legos and shit?
Yeah. And I used to have all that sort of shit. People used to come over all the time because it was like, I used to have all the shit set up for like
For
a
sure.
group event. Like, I'm talking, bro, I had like several Nerf guns.
Yes.
Or I had like several, like I had a whole table.
You had a whole bunch of Legos.
I had a whole table like that was like from here to here with like different types of Lego
Yeah,
scenes.
I've seen some of them, like back in the day, whenever the damn
at the old
Brad's
house?
old house.
Yeah, and the only reason why that stuff just got boxed up over time. I mean, you grow out of it, obviously, but
obviously, yeah, but I mean, it's still cool. It's still
it
cool
was
to
still
look
cool.
at.
Like, if I have a son, then that's why I still have that stuff.
Yeah,
It's
like,
gotta be
even
his.
like just building Legos in general. Like, nowadays, like kids would rather sit on their phone and scroll than like get like and play a little game on their device instead
their
of
friend
like
staying
build
at their
something
house.
cool. Like you know how accomplished, like I know how accomplished I felt after getting a very complicated Lego set and building it to
Those
exactly how it's
manuals,
supposed to
dude,
be.
you had to like it'd have like a screen, like a picture, and then you'd have all those different bags, and
Yeah.
you had to like find that one fucking brick out of
Yes.
1,000. It was like putting a puzzle together.
Yeah.
It really was. It was a 3D puzzle.
And you had to actually you actually had something physical there, like
And
that
could
you
keep it there for
created.
years.
Exactly. Something that you created, you put together, and you have like a sense of pride in it. Like but if you're sitting there playing fucking Doodle Jump on your goddamn
In
iPod,
like 5 years, somebody's gonna be playing that, and it's gonna be forgotten about.
and what do you have to show? Some pixels on a screen. That's
Like,
it.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're sitting there putting together a damn huge Lego robot or something, like you can show it to people and be like, "Hey, look how fucking cool this is. This took me fucking 5 hours to make."
Yeah, and that at my dad's, I used to have shelves because there were so many Legos.
Yeah,
You'd put them up on a display. You
yeah,
put them on a display, and then you have other ones here, and everybody would see it. And then I used to have like a antique gun, like an antique. You remember that, like that antique gun shelf that had like the glass panes, but inside of it was where all the Nerf guns were kept.
yes.
That's where I used to
Yeah,
keep.
yeah.
And so like when friends would come over, they'd see that, and they'd see that, and then beside it, that's where I'd have the Xbox or something. But back in the day, it was like everything was split screen. So like even if we were to play, you just had to come over because it was split screen.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you didn't have online at the time.
Didn't have online, so you had to play split screen.
That's awesome.
And you play split screen for a couple hours. You'd be like, man, look at these fucking Legos. And let's
Yeah.
have a fucking battle.
Yeah, and if
And
anything,
then-
like back in the day, like at my parents' house, whenever like I would play with the kids with the neighbor kids, you know, like I would go over there or they would come over to my house. I had a trampoline,
Yeah.
and
that
we
was dope.
would interact with each other. Just interaction, like human interaction, I think is just lost nowadays. That's why I say like it brings me back to like what I was originally saying, like we were fortunate enough to grow up in a time that there was no internet, like no easy access to the internet. Like there,
You had to get on
like,
the computer, like
you had
the
to
actual,
get an
like,
actual computer,
your computer.
big box computer.
I remember the family computer. It was like an old. It was like that beige tan color.
Yes, giant fucking box
Big
computer,
Big keyboard, big clicky keyboard with
Yes.
a mouse that was like wired,
clacky keyboard, clacking and shit.
clacky and shit.
Yeah.
And then it had the big fat fucking mouse that had to be plugged up into something.
Yes.
Cords all over the place.
Cords all over the fucking
Usually
place, man.
like a what do they call those with the? It's like a bar with like different plug-ins.
Yeah, I know
That
exactly
right there
what
is
you're
right
talking
in front
about.
of you with all the stuff that's plugged in it.
Fucking bro, what the fuck is that called?
I don't know, and they can't see it, which makes it worse.
It's a fucking
It's not a light bar.
no.
It's definitely not a light bar.
God dang,
it's a
what the
bar
fuck is that
with
shit?
plugs in it.
A plug bar.
A plug, yeah.
No, it's an extension cord, but it is. I mean, to an extent, it's an extension cord, but it's not fully. It's a fucking oh man, it's not a drop
That's
cable.
ChatGPT.
That's ChatGPT. What? Send it a picture. Like, what is this?
What the fuck is this?
Multi outlet, bro. Multi outlet, bro. What the fuck is that thing
Multi-outlet
called?
bar.
Extension cord, bro. What the fuck is that thing called, man? Oh man, surge protector. There's a surge protector, but it's called something else, man.
I know.
Are we fucking stupid or something? Oh man,
Seems
dude.
like it.
It seems like it, bro. This is a surge protector. I mean, they're all. I don't understand why they're all called surge protector. Power strip.
Power strip, yeah.
Power strip. That's what the fuck it's called. It's a power strip. Hell fucking yeah, man. Power strip. God
I
dang
thought
right.
it was called something else.
Yeah, I feel like that we're missing something here.
Yeah.
We got the fucking internet and it's still not helping us, man.
Yeah. You can't help stupid.
You can't help stupid, man, and we're just fucking stupid.
Downright
guess.
retarded.
I guess so, man. God dang. But yeah, bro, like go over to your friend's house, man. Go play outside and like
Yeah.
like I remember just being in the woods.
Being in the wood, you build
Playing-
forts
building
out there.
Forts, bro. I used to love building forts
Yeah.
with the buddies, man.
I remember Dad would used to bring, like, he was in construction,
Uh-huh.
and he used to bring home like carpenter nails,
Yeah.
which were like nails that didn't have a point really.
Uh-huh.
They had like a little bit, but they were flat at the bottom.
Yeah.
I think I could be wrong. But that's what carpenter nails. Let me tell you, they were flat at the bottom. So
Uh-huh.
you would have that, and you would have like he'd have like a bunch of shingles or something,
Yeah.
and you would use the shingles as like a flooring.
Yeah.
So you clear it out in the woods somewhere, you lay it all out, you start getting branches and limbs, and then you start nailing them together
yeah.
and start making a fort. And then you would
Bro.
take like branches that had like pine and stuff on it, like the
Yeah.
actual, like the not pine cones, but actually like branches with leaves, and you'd use it as shade and cover.
Bro, yes.
And then what you would do, I remember doing stuff. I used to take my Nerf guns out there and make it like a fucking supply depot.
Uh-huh.
And then we'd have a Nerf war, and I'd run over there to that goddamn
Bro.
shit and reload. I'd come back with a fucking machine gun or some shit.
Dude, yes. I
And,
used to do that shit too.
Or paintball. Paintball was really cool. You'd go out in the woods, build fortifications, and then play paintball.
Yeah, or I remember there would be times we didn't have any of that shit, bro. We would just use to play Army, straight imagination.
Yep.
See, kids are out of touch with their imagination nowadays, man.
At
They
school,
got too
play
much
Army.
internet. They got way too much internet. At school playing Army.
I bet if you
Yeah.
went to like an elementary school now, it would be like
Kids on straight fucking iPads.
iPads,
Straight up
their
iPad
phone,
kids.
TikTok.
Yeah, and then if you set them down if you set them down to eat and they don't have an iPad in front of their face, or they don't have YouTube, or what the fuck, Mr. Beast screaming at their face while they're eating, they will tweak. These kids nowadays will fucking tweak.
Yeah, it's like withdrawals.
Dude, yes, bad internet withdrawals. We got that bad shit. Mental health, man. Misinformation. We got misinformation out
Man,
there.
imagine like seeing that sort of shit young. Like,
Bro.
God almighty.
So much
No wonder they're
misinformation
fucked
out
up.
there. There's so many kids that are fucked up, that are just being fed misinformation, and then they base their whole worldview off of misinformation, man.
Yeah. My God.
Fuck that, man. We were so lucky, bro, to grow up in a time like
Yeah,
that, man.
because like you had no availability.
like,
to
and
that
we
sort of
was
stuff.
right there on the cusp of
Like
it,
the
too.
cusp straight up. Because I remember like, oh gosh, it was like
In the summer of '79.
something like that. But I remember like being on the bus, and I remember the introduction, like the very first iPhones.
Yes.
The very first.
That was
like,
in
that
2000
was
fucking
7 and 8.
7 or 8, yep.
Yeah, and I was like fifth grader at that point, and I went into middle school, and even then, middle school, like it was like because I rode the bus. I started riding the bus in middle school. I didn't ride the bus in elementary, so I always just was a car rider. So I didn't really get to see like a lot of that stuff, like how everybody was chilling like after school on their way home. Because, dude, where I went to school at was like literally my elementary school
Literally
was
right up the road.
beside. I could walk home. There was literally a
Seriously?
trail. Our trail went to the fucking school.
That's so wild, bro.
Our brothers used to do that. They used to just be like, "Hey, man, get the fuck out of here," and they just fucking leave. They just go home.
They just go home.
They just take the little trail. Remember, like,
Yep.
you went to Wittenberg, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
You remember, like, on the they take you out on the trails.
I
in the
do
back?
remember that. I
That
remember
trail
that.
led to my house.
God, dude, that's so fucking wild, bro.
And that used to be
That's
our
so
go-kart
crazy.
trail. We used to take our go-kart through there.
Dude, I think that I remember going through that trail before.
Yeah, we had two
Seriously.
different trails. We had a trail that went to the marsh where the beavers were.
Yes.
And we had another trail that was like, they had started building houses. There was that used to not be there, dude.
Yeah.
That used to be completely flat. We had a
Uh-huh.
big mound of dirt, which was like just because I think that was back from when the construction of our house, and that's a whole development now. That whole
It
area
is.
down there,
It is. Yeah.
but that used to be that house right there. Our house was like the first on that new development, so they had cleared out the roads and stuff for it, but they hadn't developed anything.
Yeah.
And the principals, that house right across the street used to not be there either.
Yeah. It
That
looks
used to
like a
be-
fairly new house.
Well, I mean,
Like
probably
somewhat
like
new.
15 years old now, but like growing up, that was like you had the house and woods, and then you had our neighbor with the. That's why we
Yeah.
had the white fence there. But that was the only house. That was
Wow, bro.
That was the only one. Then the rest of the houses were further up the cul-de-sac or like over down this way near the lake access.
Yeah.
But what you're saying with people like your friends coming over and stuff, that was like we used to have paintball wars and everything, dude.
Absolutely, bro. And now the internet's ruined that for fucking everybody. All these goddamn kids, man. Fuck yeah. You got misinformation. You got privacy loss. You know, you can lose your privacy potentially. It says personal data getting tracked, sold, and hacked. That's why, you know, everything that you like, if you do anything on the internet, it's free. It's all free. You know, you don't have to pay for anything, but that's because they take your information and they sell it to other people. That's why you get scam calls.
Yeah, I
It's
had like
because they buy that. The scammers will buy those, like buy your number and buy your information off of these other websites, like cookies.
yeah.
You know, like whenever you go to a website, it says allow cookies or reject them. You know, and that's what it is. Cookies is like the information that they take. They take take little bits of information about you, and then they sell it like that's how some of the algorithms work. Like that's how the algorithms work on Google or some shit. Like if you,
I'm sure they'll train AI up on that too to be like even more precise with like targeting.
yeah,
people.
that's why like whenever you go to search up something on Google, like search for like say a certain pair of shoes, and then you go on Instagram, and then there's those shoes that you was just looking at or just bought, and you're like, fuck, I just bought those. Why am I getting ads for them right now on Instagram? Like I didn't search this shit up on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why is that? And that's why. It's because your data's getting fucking, you know, your data's getting sold and shit.
And the crazy thing is too is that they have companies now that if you pay them a fee, they'll get rid of it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we're gonna sell your data, and then there's somebody else for money, and then we're gonna come back around and be like, hey, you want us to get
rid
stop
of that shit
selling
for
your
you?
data? Pay us some money, and we'll clear your
See,
name.
God dang,
So
bro.
when I see that sort of stuff, I'm just like, I was laughing because I seen something like a commercial about that,
Yeah.
and I was like, you know, okay, let's say if I do that, like, what's going to keep it from happening again? Like,
Yeah.
it's a clean slate now, but if I go somewhere else again, I accept cookies or something, then
Yeah.
they're just going to start collecting the information again. Like, so you tell me that you're going to block anybody from getting information on me?
Yeah. See, I don't, you know, I to an extent like kind of don't care.
I really don't
Like,
give
I
a
don't
damn.
care. You know what I'm saying?
Like, for me personally, if it's like for advertising,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be. I'm pretty good with my money, so
Yeah.
it's like I'm not just gonna be like, oh god, I need to buy that. It's like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be fiending to like buy something new.
Fuck no.
Everything I like, if I buy something, there's a reason why I'm buying it, like it's strategic, or I planned on buying it in advance.
Yeah.
I don't have like any. I don't ever really make emotional purchases.
Yeah. Impulse decisions.
Impulse decisions.
Purchases.
I always think it through because like, you got a budget for things. You got other things
For
you got to
sure.
pay for.
You don't have time to be paying for stupid shit.
Yeah, you really don't.
Yeah, bro. You got predators, scammers. We already talked about that shit. You know, children and adults alike can be targeted by dangerous people or frauds. Don't
Yeah.
be giving your information. Don't be giving your credit card information out to randos
There's your social security
or your social security number. This should be fucking
Common sense
information.
101.
Common
But
sense 101.
It happens. Probably the older people, I think.
Yeah,
Probably
distractions, isolations. You know, some people can always be connected to the internet, bruh, and then they're isolated from everybody. I think that's one of the problems that people have. That's one of the big problems. You know, exploitation. Some companies design apps to hook users, prioritizing profit over well-being.
Sure. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that.
Definitely, that's why these apps. That's why there's a bunch of people in a fucking room at a time trying to figure out how to make these apps more addictive, so that you can constantly stay on the app, so that they can constantly generate more money off of you. I mean, come
Yeah.
on, bruh. They're trying
That's
to make
the whole point.
They're trying to make a buck. I mean, duh. I mean, fucking get off your phone, bruh. You know, there's just overload. Too much information at once can feel overwhelming and stressful. Called an overload. and that's definitely
Information overload.
information overload. Yeah, and I've gotten that before too. Like I've recently resorted to I've been listening to a lot of classical music here lately. Like I've been listening to, like, that's what I've only been listening to here lately, actually. Like going down the road, I'm listening to fucking Mozart,
Devin used to do that a lot.
Beethoven.
Devin used
Yeah.
to have like a preset on the radio that would just be classical music. And
For
he said it
sure.
helped him with like his work.
Dude, I don't know what it is about classical music, bro, but like as soon as I turn it on, like everything just feels better. Like frequencies, like there's a big thing with frequencies, and it's true. Like based off of my experience, my personal experience, like whenever I'm like getting an overload or something, cut all that shit off, classical music, and then like I automatically feel better no matter what mood I'm in. If I'm just listening to that, like I'm able to think better, and it does something with your brain to where it like kind of rewires your brain.
Yeah, well, like music is really just like a math formula, or like some math or something. Ain't they talking about like
is.
it's some sort of like, I can't explain it because I just don't.
I don't understand
I don't
it
understand
much either.
But I understand that it does have an effect. It is a mood changer depending on what you listen to.
For sure.
Like there's a reason why people play certain music in the gym,
Yeah.
and then they play other music when they're trying to concentrate.
Yeah, most definitely. I think that's definitely true, man. You know, I think that the internet's just it's not good nor bad.
It's a double-edged sword, I think.
It's a double-edged sword. You know,
And-
it's kind of like fire.
Yeah, I mean, you can use it for great benefit or use it for great harm,
Yep.
depending on your morals, I guess.
Depending on your morals,
Yeah.
or depending on whatever the fuck that you want to do, you can use the fire to burn something down, and you can use the fire to scald yourself.
Yeah.
Or you can use the fire to make food. You can use the fire to keep you warm.
Yeah.
Or you can use the fire to fucking absolutely burn yourself.
Yeah. That's what you can use fire for.
So you choose, you decide. I think we can wrap this up, man.
We've been going at it for a little while.
We've had a goddamn good ass episode. Let's see
I
what
was
we're
looking
at
at
here.
the time.
An hour and 12 minutes.
That's pretty solid.
That's pretty
I feel
solid, man.
that's a long enough time to have a good podcast,
Absolutely.
and short enough time to keep someone's attention.
Absolutely, man. I think that we did a good goddamn job.
Yeah. Stab up.
Fuck
that
yeah,
was
bro.
solid too.
That was solid. All right, fellas and ladies and gentlemen. We'll catch you on the next fucking goddamn episode.
See you, fellas.
Peace.
Peace.